Hi friends, you've probably been watching TV as I have, and you've seen conversation now heat up around a second virus outbreak. We've watched the national hotspot move from New York City now to Phoenix, Arizona and its surrounding areas. So what's going on? And this is where we would contend that data is absolutely essential to building out the proper framework for understanding what's going on. So the Department of Health in the state of Arizona has issued statistics and information letting us know that a couple things have happened. Number one is that they've had a significant spike in daily reported cases on the coronavirus. We also know they're testing more, but the positive test rate is also increasing. So the increase in numbers is not just related to more testing. It does appear that there's a surge, at least in part, in the virus itself. But let's remember, not all cases are created equal. So a younger asymptomatic case is not the same as a pre-existing condition elderly case. The outcomes and the severity are far different, and we know that. We know that roughly 42% of deaths in this country have happened from nursing homes. We also know that nearly 97% of virus deaths are linked to pre-existing conditions as well. But let's take a deeper dive into the data itself, because we're also seeing spikes in states like Florida and other counties and cities that are reopening. So Arizona has started testing in areas like prisons and meatpacking plants, where you would expect the virus to not only be more contagious, but to be more active and easily transmitted. But we also need to look at deaths and hospitalizations. This is absolutely crucial to understanding the virus and the information we're hearing. So whilst cases have spiked in Arizona, deaths have been going down. We also know that hospitalizations have increased, but just last week, the Department of Health, the state of Arizona, issued the fact that ICU bed capacity, which is something they judge, intensive care unit bed capacity, has gone up only 1% since the surge nearly a month ago. So what that tells us is that while cases are increasing, deaths are decreasing. While hospitalizations are increasing, ICU bed capacity has stayed virtually the same. This data and much more leads us to continue to support that just like nowhere else in the world, we don't believe, at least right now, that there will be a large second outbreak. Now, that doesn't mean that cases won't increase. That doesn't mean that there won't be more spikes in particular areas, but the state of Arizona has chosen to go about this a lot like South Korea did, where they are focusing on the hotspot, which is in the Phoenix area and its surrounding cities and counties, as opposed to a total shutdown of the state of Arizona. We think that the Arizona state strategy right now could prove to be very valuable. Now, let's take that and link it to what's going on in the markets. Are they correlated? Well, the answer is yes and no. We continue to believe that with civil and social unrest, pockets of increased cases and spikes in the virus itself, and a pending election, volatility will continue, and we are expecting still a double-digit move downward in the market between now and the election. But as always, these are conversations we've been having, and we've got the cash set aside in your accounts to take advantage of that as we continue to believe 12 to 18 months from now, the market will be at or above all-time highs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.